What's going on, guys? Confusion back again with another CSGO prediction video. Today is an event I'm excited for because I am actually going to be going to the Barclays Center in New York. And if that didn't give it away, the tournament is ESL One New York, obviously right after the major, about a few days actually. About 4-day break and then right on to New York, which is kind of stupid. So if you don't know what ESL One New York is, it's a tournament they run, part of the the Intel thing. It's not IEM, but it's part of that little series. Then they have IEM, and they have some ESL ones, like ESL One New York, ESL One. I forgot, but disregard it. The one in Brazil, Belo Horizonte. That was part of that. A few other ones I forgot. Don't mind that. So this is ESL One New York. Some key names missing at this tournament. It's an 8-man tournament, and a few of the teams you really would question why they're here. But there are a few teams, top teams, that are missing. The most notable are the Major World Champions, Astralis. Obviously, they're going on the practice, I guess, for the upcoming events. I think they're at Blast. I don't know. I'm going to do a Blast video later on in the week because it doesn't start till a little bit after. So I'm going to have a few days for that. Be doing that. Other notable missing teams, you got MIBR on at it. Obviously, they're at Blast. Virtus Pro, they're stable at New York. They're not doing so hot, so I really don't think they should be here. But it's just a notable name. And another team, Cloud9, notable org, American org. They're not there. They're also at the Blast. Just picked up Flusha, Vacboy himself. But let's focus on the 8 teams that are here. Key names including the Na'Vi, who were the runner-ups at the FaZe Major. You got FaZe, who made it to the quarterfinals. Liquid, who made it to the semis. Other names that you might know are G2 with the existence lineup. Just added Malik as a coach. You have Gambit with Blade as a coach. Fnatic, who just have Screamin'. They just added Scream for the lineup because Flusha went over to Cloud9. Mouse Sports, who went 0-3. You have NRG. And then I guess the last team, yeah. The last team you have is NRG, who haven't been really doing much since they blew the minor that long time back. They did win Shanghai, but that was really a tournament no one cared about. So if you don't know, it's a 8-team tournament. So how it works is your regular group stage, 4 teams, top 2 make it out, and then you play a semis, grand final. Let me just give you the full format. So I'll read it off the screen. All the group stage matchups are best of 3. Playoffs, the semis are best of 3, but the grand finals are best of 5. It happens on another separate day. So as you can see on screen, Group A will be Na'Vi, Mouse Sports, Fnatic, and Gambit. And then Group B, the dumbest group drawn I've ever seen in my life. FaZe, who are the number 4 ranked team. G2, NRG, and Liquid, who are the number 3 team. Compared to Group A, you have Mouse Sports, who are like in the top 10, I think. And then Na'Vi, who are the 2nd team in the world. Excuse me, rank-wise. Rip that. But the opening matches for Group A are the CIS matchup of Na'Vi and Gambit. And then Fnatic Mouse Sports. Group B is going to be FaZe G2 and then the NA Derby of NRG Liquid. I'm just going to say the top 2 teams I think are going to make it out of each group in unpredictable playoffs. Because you can really predict it because since it's only a 14 bracket. The top of Group A plays the second from Group B, vice versa. The 2 teams I think are going to make it out of Group A, I think are going to be Na'Vi. Obviously, while they did get thrashed, and I mean early thrashed at the major, to Astralis, dominant 2-0, couldn't even get 10 rounds on either game of the series. They're playing Gambit. We're just opened Hobbit on transition? They're open for transfers. There you go. They're open to trade them, anything like that. So it's obviously demoralizing. Na'Vi match, you might want to pick them up. Drop Edward. That's Edward. I think they're going to take that. And the second team I think is going to come out of the group is Mouse Sports. A lot of people will be like, oh, the Fnatic, they actually won a game. They won a game against Windstrike and Vega Squadron. So it's not really impressive in my mind. I think Mouse, although they did go 0-3, I think they're going to be motivated. I could see Fnatic actually. You could see Fnatic. It's a toss-up between them because you look at Mouse Sports. Obviously, the rumored rosters with Bialy, and they're probably gonna. They said they might drop Oscar. I think is asinine. And then Fnatic, obviously, they're not in good form at the moment, but if the Mouse Sports turmoil boils up, I think Scream could perform somewhat, and then just Fnatic is slipping. But I'm gonna say Mouse Sports right now. Oscar, I think, is gonna play out of his ass. Hopefully, try to keep his roster spot. Group B it's fucking stupid. Like if you put one of these teams in Group A, I think they'd make it out. Like if you put all the teams in Group A, one of the four teams you put them in Group A would switch them. I think they'd make it out. The two teams I think that will make it out are gonna be Liquid. I think is a definite first place. I'm gonna say first place. I think they'll be able to beat out FaZe in a decider. So I think it'll be Liquid in the first place spot. And I want to go NRG because I'm biased towards NRG, but I think since all the matches are best of 3, I think FaZe is just going to come in and wreck ass. They're going to be pissed. Kerrigan's going to be fighting for the spot. That's the one thing that could help NRG is if the Kerrigan thing, they drop him. Nico's in-game leading for a bit. I think NRG could take advantage of that. I think G2 are going to go last in the group no matter what, and same for Gambit in Group A. So I think I'm going to predict that Liquid and FaZe are going to come out of the group, but I would not be surprised if NRG can make a run and somehow get out. I'd be happy, but I don't think it's going to happen. But it would not shock me if it does happen. So after that, you look. Your semifinals matchup would be Na'Vi playing against FaZe, which is screwed up. And then you would have, I think it'd be Mouse Sports going up against Liquid. The Mouse Sports and Liquid game I'm going to cover first because I think Liquid have a very easy way to get into the finals. I think they're going to be able to handle Mouse Sports relatively easy. 2-0, maybe a 2-1. Maybe they try to get into a Mirage. Maybe Mouse Sports can sneak a win. I don't know. So I think Liquid are going to be moving on to the grand finals to go up against the winner of Na'Vi FaZe, which I think is going to be a very close series, but I think I'm going to give the edge to Na'Vi. Just because they've always been able to make it to finals, big placements, but they can never seem to win. I think Na'Vi are going to be able to... Shit, that's my garbage can. Sorry about that, but back to the FaZe Na'Vi matchup. I think Na'Vi are going to be able to make it. I'm going to say 2-1. I think FaZe could take a map off Na'Vi relatively... not relatively easy, but... it's not. They could take off a map. No one would really be surprised if they take a map off. They could even win the series, but I think Na'Vi are going to do it. Simple. After for his standards, abysmal performance in the final. Hopefully he's going to be pissed, bounce back, and just tear the house down, man. And propel Na'Vi to the grand finals to play Team Liquid in a best of 5. This would be a great series. I think this would be a very great series. I think the NA crowd is going to go home happy because I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not pretty sure, I'm predicting that Liquid will take the match against Na'Vi. They seem to have a good matchup against Na'Vi. Besides the last year's New York, actually, or whatever New York was the one where he did the jumping up, through the wall, over the wall. That's the last time really Na'Vi had their number, and Liquid have been looking really, 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 really good. Nafly playing like a top 5 player at the moment. I think they're going to be able to edge it out 3-2, maybe a 3-1. But I do think Liquid are going to take the tournament and win ESL One New York, which will be my second CSGO LAN I go to. Besides my first being E-League Boston. So hopefully this event will be really good and I can get spoiled. But anyway, that was the ESL One New York predictions. If you like what you're seeing, leave a like on the video. Subscribe. It really helps me out. Gives me a reason to make these videos. Because right now I'm just doing them for fun. But yeah, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, please. It's really helpful. And thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone.